I am here to give you an update on Dottie's Scrappy bag. This is Mary from Reviewer's Diary. You guys know I love makeup, planning, and fabric. And I actually just finished a quilt for my husband. I just have to figure out if I'm going to hand quilt it or if I am going to machine quilt it. It'd be the first time, so I think I'll experiment a little bit with my sewing machine. But I wanted to show you something before I start. Last time I gave you guys an update for Dottie's Scrappy bag was back in May. I'm sorry, life has been unpredictable. You see these plastic things that you can buy to keep your binding. You know, once you make your binding, you press it and do all that jazz. That you can wind around this plastic thing and you can make your own thing. I took a piece of cardboard that was just a straight up and down cardboard. I cut a wedge into each side and made my own spool. So this is the binding for my husband's quilt. All the quilting's done, except all of the sewing is done, except the quilting is not done. The sandwich is made, the clips are in, everything's done except for I can't figure out whether I'm gonna machine quilt or hand quilt, because I always was a hand quilter, but I think this is too big of a job for me now. So anyway, I wanted to show you this because you don't have to buy any special thing. You can just take a piece of cardboard, cut a couple of wedges out, and you don't have to buy anything for that. If you have a cardboard box, cut a flap and do this. I'm telling you, it costs you nothing. But anyway, I'm really a fan of costing nothing. So let me see if I can figure out which is which on these bags. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to. I believe this was the last one I got. I believe this one was just before that. I think this was in between, and this one I saw. I can't quite remember. So those of you out there, if you get Dottie's Scrappy bag and you have an idea of what's what, let me know. I'm going to open this one since it's already torn open. And I see hummingbirds, which are like... the hummingbirds just left for the winter. They basically come to New Jersey usually mid-April and they leave mid-September. So yeah, where I live is pretty warm, so it's not as cold as up north. I do see some selvages, which is good because it tells me where this came from. And a couple people told me to consider doing selvage quilts. Now, by the way, these measure 10 to 12 inches by 21. So, you know, I was thinking honestly of taking, I have two other Scrappy bags that I already showed you guys, or maybe I only showed one. But anyway, that's all beside the point. I was going to take all this fabric and cut a layer cake out of it. Layer cake being an operative term for 10 by 10 squares, because if it might be the perfect size for that. So somebody told me talk less and show more, so I'm sorry, I have to talk because otherwise there's nobody here but me. This is just a really plain blue that could actually go very easily into any quilt, I think. This is by Wilmington Fabrics. It's almost like a tie-dye-ish kind of a fabric. Not my favorite, but you know what? It will work out very well in a quilt. So, and it's also a nice, like almost neutral. Something that goes with that really well is this one. This is by Andover Fabrics. And Dottie Scrappy Bag is a subsidiary of Pineapple Fabrics, which is then a subsidiary of Keepsake Fabric. So this is good fabric. Somebody said, have you ever gotten any good fabric? I'm like, I'm not a quilting snob, no. But I believe this is good fabric. This is Andover, created by Andover Fabrics, 2023. So it's not old. I would like some vintage stuff, which would be nice. But anyway, that might go nicely in a quilt with that. Okay. Then there's this one. This is really pretty. It doesn't look like it's cut exactly even. I don't have a name on the selvage for this one, but it's very pretty bird, like basic flower design. I thought these were little birds, but they're not. Okay. And this one goes well with that one. Oh, I see yellow. My favorite color is right here. Okay, now, yeah, this is by, it's pattern 701 by 2023 by Andover Fabrics, just in case you're interested in looking for this. This is a good basic design that will go in pretty much any quilt that I decide to make. I'm thinking about making a, I love this yellow, of making a log cabin, you know, a loosey-goosey one, one where I don't do a lot of measuring except for the first piece. This, again, this is, again, Andover Fabrics, and this is pattern number 698. It's really, really pretty. I just love this color yellow. It's like a butter yellow. It's not an in your eye, I'm yellow, screaming yellow. Then there are a couple basics. This one is green, also by Andover Fabrics, and it's pattern number 702. It's basic green with little dotted lines. A good basic quilting fabric. Okay. And this is the yellow version of that. The selvage doesn't have the number, but I assume that it's the same pattern number. Let me move you guys in just a hair so you can get a better look at this. So, yeah, this is really pretty. And that will go nicely with pretty much everything in this group. One thing I noticed with the Scrappy bags is the fabrics are all coordinated. And not always, because there's one in here that has a bright pink with the rabbits on it, and I'm not crazy about it, but I could use it for a child. But this is beautiful. This I'd like to have a skirt made out of. But yeah, that is absolutely beautiful. The selvage does not have a design or copyright or design number, but here's the green one. Oh, it also doesn't. It's got a green background, same flowers as this one. Flower design, but the background color is different. This is really, really pretty. This, I really do want a skirt made out of that. So, yeah, it doesn't have any number on it. But yeah, this is nice. And my favorite one in this pack is last, and it is the hummingbird pattern. There doesn't seem to be a right side up or an upside down because I see birds facing in every direction, so that's good. It's not directional. It's by Andover Fabrics. It is pattern number 697. And it's so pretty. So pretty. I hope that the light is good enough for you guys to really get a good look-see of this. So yeah, so this group of fabric was awesome. Some of them had the selvage with the number, some of them did not. Everything pretty much coordinates. So yeah, this is just a really nice bunch of fabric. The hummingbird's going into something real soon because I love hummingbirds. Okay, so that's one bunch. Okay, the next one I'm going to show you might have been, I think, June, because I remember opening a package and finding all these bright colors. There we go. Again, it's 10 pieces, 10 to 12 inches by 21 inches. Okay, so this is all like dark colors, which is good because you need dark colors. You can't have everything be super light, so all right. And I don't see very many brand names or pattern numbers. That is helpful for everybody. This one does not have a selvage with the name on it. Might have been on the other end of this piece of fabric. I wish they just gave you a half a yard. This is really pretty, and I think this will go in a lot of different things because it's got, you know, dark colors, green, it's got gold. It's just really, really pretty. I think it might be metallic. Yeah, it appears to be metallic, which is good. Okay. This one is plain. There's no, it's almost like the tie-dye-ish fabric that we had in the other bunch, where it's just a basic pattern all over, mixed up pattern. And this is Esoldo design, and it's style number 54031. I'm not sure if that's a D after it or not, but yeah, this is very nice. The other one didn't say that, but it looks very similar, but in a obviously a different color. Okay. Okay. This next one is just very basic looking. It looks like there might be a defect in the fabric right here, but I'm not sure. Oh no, it's part of the design, I think. Yeah, it's green background with some mixture of darker green tones underneath. Yeah, that's pretty. Oh, and I just noticed that this is metallic, these little dots. Yeah, and they don't look like they're shaped like anything, just little dots. Okay, next one. This whole pack is dark like this, which is good because I don't have a lot of dark fabric. You know, I tend to go toward light, but you know what? You can have too much light. So anyway, this here has gold tones on it, and it's really, really pretty, but it's weird stuff. It's very abstract design. I don't have a selvage to tell me who the designer is on this one. It's very, very nice. It's got little actual gold flecks in it, like little painted on bits of gold. So yeah, that's pretty. It looks like all this stuff has a gold line running through it, so, or most of it. These are leaves. I like this. This would make something really, really pretty, even on its own. I didn't get a whole selvage here. I only have like the word Tex on it, but otherwise I don't have any anything like this. So yeah, this is really, really pretty. Okay, and let's see if I can get this one open. This is very similar to another design in there. Well, maybe not. It's like waves of green, and the dark ones and some of the medium ones have gold dots on them. So there's a metallic element to that. That's very pretty, very pretty. I don't know how well the gold would make it through the wash, because honestly, I'm not making quilts so that I can hang them on my wall. I am making them so that I can use them and enjoy them. Okay, and this one, geometric. Oh, it has a selvage. It says, I cannot read the name, but it does have a design. It's the same old, something that ends with oldo, O-L-D-O. Let me see, because I saw that on another selvage somewhere. Yeah, Essoldo, E-S-S-O-L-D-O design. This one is style number 54028DM. Pretty, very pretty. And every line has gold. So yeah, I'm thinking book cover, planner cover, placemat, you know, so. Oh, this is pretty. It looks like the sky. There is no gold on this one, and there's no selvage to tell me who this is, but this is really, really pretty, and it looks like a blue sky with rain that's going to start any second. Okay, and then there's this one. There is a similar one in here. I think the background is green. Yeah, there it is. So these are things, and actually this is very similar to this. These are things that I would put with the other one that looks like it. So anyway, this is a light blue background with a little bit of here and there darkness, and this was greenish gray almost background. So yeah, this is really, really pretty, and like the other one, every dot is a gold fleck, so gold color. And this, I think I have another one of this in this bunch too, or something just like it. Let's see. Is it this one? No. Well, it's maybe it is. Yeah, I don't know. It looks kind of like it. But anyway, this is a really pretty blue background. Blue has been my favorite color for a little while now. I don't have a selvage to tell me who the designer is. This does seem to not be directional, because I have branches that are going up that way and then branches that are going down this way. So it seems like it can go in any direction on a quilt. This one was not my favorite because what am I going to do with this bright pink fabric? I'll start with the one that's not my favorite, which is this bunny rabbit one. Although, now that I'm looking at it, I kind of like the bunny rabbits. These would make nice little squares in a quilt with a face, you know, a bunny rabbit in each square. Yeah, kind of, actually this is kind of nice in a really weird way. There's no selvage on this at all. Yeah, this is very nice. But not my favorite because I'm not a bright pink fan. This is just a solid piece of orange, which could be helpful in some designs. As a matter of fact, if I do a log cabin, I could cut all my center squares out of this because, you know, there are two different centers that you want to go for. Yellow is the light of the home, and red is the heart of the home. But that could be the light of the home. And then there's this one. Ooh, I like this. I like it a lot, actually. It does appear to be directional. This would make a really, really nice planner cover. Yeah, I really like that. It's a very busy design, but it would make a nice book cover or planner cover. Then there is this blue one, very basic. And sometimes you just need something basic. Not my favorite, no selvage to tell me what design it is. So yeah, sometimes you just need a little basic. Okay, and remembering that this originates with keepsake fabric, I did buy a bunch of scraps. And this was one of them. This came in this bag, but and it's called Bright Eyes. And it is Free Spirit fabric. It says Free Spirit, and then it says Bright Eyes. But anyway, this looks kind of like a suit to me, like suit material. But this would make, I don't think large squares of this would be what I would want to use. I think I would use smaller squares. Just so it would kind of blend into, can you tell I don't really like the fabric? So it would just blend into a quilt. Okay, I know this is going to be my favorite. Yeah. Okay, no German Shepherd on there. Oh well, I love German Shepherds. Anyway, I think I would cut these out so that I could use the face designs. I'm not sure what I would do with the top of that. I guess I would put a little piece of fabric that matches, you know, from the edge. And yeah, if it was just a little bit less, you know, off center, it would have been nice to get more than one doggy head per row. And I don't have full doggy heads on all of them. This, oh yeah, you might want to know what this is, the design, because you might want to order this for yourself. This is by Tula Pink. Awesome. And this is called Puppy Dog Eyes, and the design number is PWT P213. So yeah, I would order a bigger piece of this. I'm trying to do this quickly. So anyway, this is a nice plain design. It does not have a name on the, oh, it does say Free Spirit Fabrics on the selvage. But there's no number, there's no further information. It got cut off into the next piece. This I could actually use also in, you know, I'm going to put this one on the outside just so that I remember that fabric is in here. And then, oh yeah, not my favorite. Not so totally not my favorite. This is from Tula Pink. And it's called Tent Stripes. Well, yeah, that's what it looks like. Tent Stripes. Yeah, there's no... Oh, there is a number. It's PWTP069. Yeah, not my favorite thing, but, you know, it's really nice, heavy-duty fabric, so it's definitely very nice. Okay. And there's another one coming that I really like, so let's put that aside. Oh, I think this might also be Tula Pink, but I'm not sure because there's no selvage on this side. I love this. This is like really, really cool. You could make so many things with this, but you'd want to be able to see the design. So whatever you make, it would be something that you'd want to make, like maybe half square triangles or something like that. Or any number of designs. So anyway, that is super nice. And the last one in the bunch is this one. It is by Sue Pen Designs. Free Spirit fabric. And we have the yellow for this also. So this is nice to have a coordinating fabric. So yeah, very nice. So that is that bunch. This one is from September. It does have some fall colors. Okay, so here, oh, these are so smooth. Anyway, we have a lot. These are all coordinating beautifully. This is some kind of fruit and blossoms. Pretty. Background is green, and this is... the only part I got of the selvage says Andover fabrics on it. Okay, this one coordinates very nicely. And it's little white flowers and with their little green leaves. I don't have a name. I don't have enough selvage to tell you who the designer or producer is. Okay. Pine cones, that's what that is. Okay. It took me a minute to figure that out. But yeah, it's a green background with dark green pine needles and pine cones. Unfortunately, the selvage doesn't have anything printed on it. This is a good background design. I think this would go well on a placemat. Okay. Yellow polka dots. Yellow is always welcome. So yeah, this is really, really nice. The fabric is really heavy duty, because it's good fabric. So this one is another fall-like design. I like that they did this design concept because of fall being here. This is Andover fabric. That's the only part of the selvage that I have. And these look like blossoms of some kind, like flowers. But they're like 3 points. Like the Trinity. Here we go. It's very pretty. And this one actually has a name. This is Louisiana Magnolia, pattern 980. by Andover Fabrics. This seems a little bit longer, this one. Yeah, this is pretty. This is directional. Let me turn it to you, because at first it didn't seem like it was, but I can see that it is directional, because the flowers the blossoms all come up this way. So, yeah, very pretty. And this coordinates, but I don't think I have anything exactly like it, so let's see if I can just open the fabric out. Okay. This one is not directional. This is really, really pretty. It's, red background, soft yellow flowers, green stems, very nice. This one, not my favorite. It is like directional, but it looks like, sea anemones or something like that. Or it could be bunches of daffodils. It's a little bit abstract, so you can't really see any specific design to this. So, yeah. I'm getting down to the final 2 pieces of fabric. Okay, I think there was another piece that's similar to this up front. This is really pretty. Red background, round abstract flowers. Yeah, I don't unfortunately have selvage for this, so yeah. And finally, this one might actually be my favorite out of this bunch. It's a bunch of sunflowers, and I think it's directional, but it's hard to tell. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Do you guys see a direction? I don't know that I see one. So, yeah. Yeah, so anyway. That is a nice bunch of fabric. I have a couple of favorite designs that popped up in these. And I think the hummingbirds are in here. Yes, they are. I folded them the wrong way. But that's a nice bunch of fabric. And now I have to just find a way to store it. And don't forget, you don't have to buy a spool for your bindings. Cut a piece of cardboard. Save yourself some money. So that's my mantra for today. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. This has been Mary with Reviewers Diary. I will show you the quilt that I made my husband soon. It's all rolled up and ready to quilt. If any of you have a idea about whether I am better off hand quilting it or going ahead and trying the machine, I just don't want to ruin it, because I have not machine quilted basically ever. I do have a walking foot. And I have a couple of scraps that I can experiment on, but I have not machine quilted yet. But if I machine quilt it, it might be faster and get done faster. If I hand quilt it, I'll know that it's going to look okay, but it's going to take me a while. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. I'll have more fabric to show you guys. I'll probably go ahead and get the October bag and then make a decision about whether I want to pause the subscription or not. It's $17.99 plus shipping. It ends up being around $19, I think, when I get it. Plus there's, that includes my applicable sales tax and, all that kind of stuff. So your price may vary depending on what your sales tax is, or if you live in a wonderland where they don't put tax on fabric. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and have a beautiful evening. Good night.